Hey everybody, so I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to use Snapseed. So Snapseed looks like this little leaf looking one to the left over here. You guys see all the apps I normally use. So we're going to open this one, and this is an unfiltered photo. So once you open Snapseed, you're going to have this right here. You're most likely not going to have a picture right here, but I've been messing around in it. But you want to get a picture that you just kind of want to mess around with. So we're going to do this one. So this is the original photo right here. And I have created presets in my phone. This preview one's the one I use all the time. And I'll show you why this is so important, why it's so easy for you to do. So you have your photo. What I have just done is I'll crop it. I always make mine a square. Luckily Snapseed already does that. So I just make it a square. And then you hit tune image. Now tune image is exactly everywhere I go. So you're gonna wanna, I always brighten my photos. So this is a great app if you wanna brighten your photos. Now let's say, so to me, this photo is very yellow. I don't like the yellowness of it. So I'm gonna go down to warmth. And I'm gonna take that yellow out. Not a lot, not a ton, just enough to where it's just not really there. I always add shadows because I think the shadows is really a cool effect. It just makes it a little bit darker, and not darker, it just brings you out a little bit more, kind of makes it a little bit more real, because when you brighten things, you kind of lose definition, so the shadows really shows that. Highlights is another really good way to do that. If you look at this, you can just kind of like see I'm going down, I'm going up. So if you swipe right, it takes it up in a positive way, or you take it down in a negative way to the left. So it's up to you on where you want that. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now, let's say you're like, okay, you look kind of washed out. You can always go to saturation and kind of bring a little bit more color back to it, which is pretty cool also. Doesn't make you look yellow though. And I'm like, okay, that still looks, I don't like yellow in mine at all. So like once again, I can drop down to warmth and just make it a little bit with how I want it. But that's pretty much a good filter for me and how my demographic is. Once again, you're going to have to really mess around with this. So once you're all done, press the plus check mark at the bottom. You're going to go over to looks, and you are going to hit the plus sign. I've been messing around with this, that's why there are other ones, and you're just going to label it. So I'm just going to label it as sample 3 so you guys can just see what this is about. So there's sample 3. And then you can save it if you want. Actually, I'm just going to save this one as a copy save nope, sorry. You can export and save as copy. And that's what I'm going to do. All right. So here's the reason for this. So we're going to go back and pretend that you're right on the home screen. You're going to open. I'm going to open that original photo, okay? That's the original. I'm just going to go over to looks and click sample 3. See the difference? I didn't have to do one thing. This is what I do. I had to do one thing. I just had to put it in the app, swipe over, hit sample 3. Now if I still want to crop it, I just go to crop, and it's already in the square. So I just drop it down, crop it, and then I just save it. And I just modify it. And then it's modified. I don't have to worry about it. The cool thing about this, let's say you go over to Instagram. Okay, I'm ready to put my photo in Instagram. So you hit that plus sign, ba-boom. There it is for you, ready. See how awesome that is? Now, for me personally, I do a little bit of editing in my Instagram, but this is great. Like, this is nothing bad. But I've been known to use this filter, the Claire and Dawn filter, and I always drop it down to 50, between 45 and 50. You can kind of see it's a little bit bluer. And then and I also structure it a little bit because I really like the structure option to see how it kind of just brings it out. I'm not one to have like a blurred photo. I want detail in my photos. So that's just what I do. You can kind of see on where it's at, and you hit next. The cool thing about this is, I'm not going to upload this photo just because I'm not need to upload a photo right now. It is interesting, since I've been doing this, I've been getting a very cohesive look on my Instagram. I've been doing this for about a couple of months, about a month now. You can just tell Everything's a little bit more cohesive. Now, if you get down here past the pink shirt, you can kind of see things aren't really as cohesive. And up here, things are very cohesive. They're the same color. You kind of can notice what it's going to look like, all of that. And it just looks a lot more presentable, a lot better personally. So there is kind of what I do with my Snapseed on how it has just been a really easy app. Once I got the filter down, I just throw it in here and just hit that looks, hit the filter I want. Like once again, hit previews. The IG filter is really white. I was really enhancing that picture that you kind of see it in, or I was just kind of messing around and kind of seeing what was out there. But yeah, that's it. I hope that was helpful. Okay. If you have any questions, just let me know.